Episode 2, The Ashes of Truth. Previously, Father Daniel dialed Carla, saying, "I have a name." The church's stained glass window glows faintly. A serpent coiled around a cross. A distant siren wails. Officer Carla meets with Father Daniel in the rectory. "Who is the viper?" Carla asked. As soon as Father Daniel wanted to say his wife's name, he heard a loud scream from his son, Noah. Noah kept true to his promise of stabbing himself to death if his mother's name was mentioned. Father Daniel ran out of the rectory to meet Noah. He pleaded with Noah not to kill himself, assuring him that he had not said anything to Agent Carla. Officer Carla moved out of the rectory and checked the church premises to see if there had been an invasion of Rico cartel members. Carla was not aware that Noah tried to harm himself. Father Daniel took his son Noah and hopped into Officer Carla's car, rushing down to the hospital to save Noah's life, as the cut from his wound was deep and he was losing a lot of blood. All through the journey, Father Daniel never said a word to Officer Carla. He was praying eagerly that they get to the hospital on time in order to save Noah's life. His major concern of losing his happy home, coupled with his son's injury, was too much for him to bear. If anything disastrous happens to Noah, he knows his wife will come for him and will hunt him down, as Lillian dearly loves Noah. 6 months later, on a rainy Friday night at St. Augustine's Church, Father Daniel was in church, looking haggard and depressed, standing at the altar pondering at the events of the last 6 months in Crestview, clutching Lillian burner phone. A flashback replays the final moment. He told Agent Carla Ruiz, "I have a name," and how he could have lost his son, Noah, that night if he had disclosed his wife's identity. As he was pondering over that incident, Officer Carla storms into the church, furious at Father Daniel. "You didn't give me Lillian 6 months ago." Father Daniel was shocked on how he got to know about his wife's operation that night. As he was about to explain his stance, Officer Carla interrupted. "Viper's back, bigger, bloodier." Daniel responded, "I couldn't, Carla. She's my wife. I thought I could save her." Carla replied, "Save her? She's killing this town. You're done if you don't deliver her this time." Daniel didn't betray Lillian, hoping to redeem her through faith. Instead, she vanished after the mill sting, leaving Noah with Daniel. The Serpent's Hand cartel, now led by Lillian from the shadows, has escalated. Fentanyl deaths spike, and turf wars erupt. Daniel's still undercover, but Carla's trust in him is fraying. Agent Marcus Tate threatens to expose Father Daniel to protect the task force. The next day, a brutal cartel hit occurred. A rival dealer's car explodes outside a Crestview diner, killing 2 bystanders. Rico, presumed dead 6 months ago, actually survived Lillian's shot and now leads street operations. However, his loyalty to Queen Viper was no more. He was the new leader of the rival cartel group. His boys caught a snitch in his own team, tortured the snitch in a derelict mill, live streaming it to terrify rivals. Rico said, "You talk, you burn, amigo. Tiger sees everything." The snitch replied, sobbing, "I didn't tell the cops nothing, please." Rico grinning, "Too late. Crestview's ours." At home, Noah became a wreck. Haunted by his past sexcapades and Tina's death, he quitted patronizing prostitutes, but still drinks heavily. He blames his father for his mother's absence. Noah's mother, Lillian, was hiding in a mobile safe house. He always sends Noah cryptic texts. Her latest cryptic message reads, "Stay strong, baby. Mama's coming back to get you." On one of her previous messages, Daniel intercepted one. His heart sank. She's still pulling strings. Sheriff Lena Brooks buries another officer killed in a cartel ambush, his rage palpable at a memorial. She meets Judge Evelyn Harper at home, who's under federal protection after more threats. A severed snakehead cartel member always sends mails to her office. Judge Evelyn pushes for harsher sentences, clogging the courts with cartel runners. In their discussion, Sheriff Lena said, "My honor, all my deputies can't keep up with the chase. These animals don't fear jail anymore." Judge Evelyn responded, "Then we hit harder, Lena. No bail, no mercy, until Viper's in my courtroom." The next day, Rico kidnaps a parishioner's son, Tommy, demanding Daniel deliver a message to the police to back off from their chase on him and his men, or Tommy dies. Daniel was devastated by the news of the kidnap of Tommy. He went to meet Sheriff Lena in secret immediately, revealing part of his DEA role, but not Lillian's identity. Lena agrees to stall, but Carla overhears via wire, suspecting Daniel's still hiding something. Daniel searched for Noah and found him at a bar, drunk. On seeing his father, he kept slurring, "You drove Mom away," preaching your lies. Daniel grips his shoulder, whispering, "I'm fighting for you, son. Don't give up on me." Noah's tear up, a mixture of love and resentment collide. He definitely misses his mother, and so does Father Daniel as well. Rico's crew firebombs a rival gang's stash house, killing 3 and sparking a street war. Civilians cower as shootouts erupt near schools. Rico, paranoid, suspects a mole since the mill bust and tortures a low-level dealer, who names the priest before dying. Is Queen Viper now working with her husband, the priest? Rico pondered. Rico picked up his phone and called his old boss, Queen Viper. On the call, Rico confronted Lillian, warning her about her husband. "Your husband's trouble, Viper. My eyes are on him." Lillian responded, "Daniel's also my problem, Rico. Since we have a common enemy, it is time to let go of rival wars and strategize as we used to do in the past. You just focus on the streets. Blood keeps them scared, and leave Daniel for me to handle." Rico replied, "I can't trust you anymore. My boys are raiding his church soon, and it will be a shoot-at-sight mission. At least that will be my payback gift to you for trying to kill me." Lillian responded, "In the game, safety comes first above loyalty. Getting Daniel out of the way is good news to me. He is more of a stumbling block to my operations in Crestview, but in all your plans to eliminate him, your men must not harm or kill my son, Noah. My eyes are on you and your men." Lillian, in her safe house, plots a massive fentanyl shipment through Crestview's port, aiming to flood the southeast. She sends an emissary, Elena, a cunning chemist, to oversee it, keeping her distance to avoid capture. Later that day, Daniel was summoned to a federal courthouse in Montgomery for a closed hearing. Judge Evelyn presides, grilling him about his cartel ties. Carla and Marcus testify, revealing Daniel's undercover status to Judge Evelyn under oath, but Marcus accuses him of withholding Viper's identity. Judge Evelyn said, "Father Cain, you wear a collar, yet you dodge the truth. Who's protecting the serpent's hand?" Father Daniel responded, "I am only protecting my flock, Your Honor." "That's my vow," Marcus interrupted. "He is lying. He's protecting his wife." "Check her charity. Judge, Hope's light stinks." Evelyn responded, "Enough. Father Daniel, you're on a leash. One more misstep, and I'll bury you through my judgment." Daniel's rattled. Lillian's trail is heating up, and he's running out of lies to protect. People can now see through him and interpret his silence as conformity to his wife's crime. Outside the court, in an opposite building to the court, a cartel sniper was stationed and aimed a shot at Evelyn Hart, but he missed and the bullets grazed her arm region. Judge Evelyn refuses to back down even after getting hit, and vows to double her resolve to sentence all Viper cartel men after she recovers from the shoulder injury. Noah, sober for days, volunteers at a church soup kitchen seeking purpose. He overhears his father on a burner phone, mentioning Viper, piecing together Lillian's role. Noah interrupted his call. "Mom's the drug lord, Queen Viper, isn't she?" Daniel kept quiet, and Noah continued, "And you knew Dad?" Father Daniel replied, "I wanted to shield you, Noah. She's still your mother." Noah exclaimed, "Shield me? She's a monster, and you're a coward." Noah storms off, tempted to call the police, but hesitates, torn by loyalty. He meets Elena, who was posing as a charity worker. Elena manipulates Noah with cash and charm, pulling him toward the cartel. The next day, Sheriff Lena's deputies raid a cartel safe house, finding Tommy alive but traumatized. Rico escapes, planting a bomb that kills one officer. Lena, enraged, leans on Daniel for intel, unaware Carla's tracking him. The task force plans a port sting, believing Viper will appear. Father Daniel tails Elena to a warehouse, spotting Lillian's signature, a Viper pendant left as a signal. He's ambushed by Rico's men, fighting hand-to-hand in a brutal melee. Daniel escapes, bloodied, but Rico recovers Daniel's dropped burner phone, hearing Carla's voice. "Port tomorrow. Be there." The cartel knows the sting's coming. Daniel ran to the church and collapsed in the church, praying before a crucifix. reminiscing a flashback of him and Lillian laughing at their wedding. Pure, untainted. He whispers, I loved you, Lillian. Why all this? Lillian, tipped off by Rico on the incoming sting by the cops, rigs the port shipment as a trap. Dummy crates hide explosives. The sting erupts into chaos. DEA agents and police storm the docks, but bombs detonate, killing 2 agents and wounding Lena. Carla shoots Rico dead in a firefight, but Elena escapes with the real fentanyl. Lillian watches via drone feed, whispering, burn it all, Daniel. Judge Evelyn holds an emergency hearing, accusing Daniel of botching the sting. Marcus demands his arrest, but Carla defends him, revealing his intel saved lives despite the trap. Evelyn sentences a captured cartel lieutenant to death, vowing to find Viper. Judge Evelyn said, this town's bleeding, Father. Your silence is complicity. Father Daniel responded, I've given everything, my judge. My soul's all that's left. Judge Evelyn replied, then spend it wisely. Viper's laughing while we bury our dead. Daniel finds Noah with Elena, about to board a cartel van. He signals Noah, begging him to stay. Elena pulls a gun and points it at Daniel, but Noah shoves her away and retracts the gun from her, choosing his father. Elena flees, texting Lillian, your boy is weak. Lillian, enraged, vows to reclaim Noah. Lillian resurfaces in Crestview, sneaking into the church at night. She confronts Daniel, gun in hand, her face a mix of love and fury. Lillian said, you ruined us, Daniel. I built an empire to protect Noah. You tore down. Daniel responded, you build a grave, Lillian. Let me save him and save you. Lillian flared up, save me? You're the traitor. Choose now, us or them. In the midst of their confrontations, Lillian hears the sound of a vehicle with a siren approaching the church from a distance. She slips away as sirens draw near, leaving Daniel with a flash drive of cartel ledgers, proof to destroy her or protect her. Daniel meets Carla at a safe house, the flash drive in his pocket. Noah, beside him, whispers, don't do it, Dad. She's still Mom. Carla senses his hesitation, hand on his gun. Daniel says, I have what you need, and reaches into his coat. A noise outside, car tires screech, and who's closing in? Is it Lillian? The police? The cartel. Did Daniel hand over the flash drive to Carla to implicate his wife? Like, share, subscribe, and put on notification for the next episode of The Confessions I Couldn't Make.